So this is a new type of YNX story. Male YNX female villain werecat. I hope y'all enjoy. Yeah, here you go. You walk through the dewy air after it had rained. The air was warmer out, to your liking. The fireflies, everything was sprung to life in such warm colors. The glowing moss glows along the walls as you walk in the park. The streetlights glowing orange, the yellow brick that lined the flooring, the beautiful orange-leafed trees that always seem to be orange no matter what. See, the seasons change, and you began to wonder some. Why don't you ever move? You didn't like your parents much, and you were more the rebellious type, if you will. You had 3 piercings and everything you got just to spite your parents. Your platforms clicked against the stone as you walk. You just gotten into a fight with your parents. Stupid villain, you thought, the root of your issues. Your parents stopped letting you go out with your friends and go out because of this villainess that seems to be walking around. She has took a couple lives and has caused some issue, and police are looking for her everywhere. Even the heroes can't seem to find her. And you, unfortunately, are not allowed out anymore. Unless it's for school. You've grown. Ugh. Can't believe I have to go tomorrow. On my birthday, you thought. You hate your birthday. And having to go to school and all that. Not even be able to hang out with your friends. It's driving you mad. You had a fight with your parents and you snuck out your window. It's like 3 a.m. at this point. As you walk down, you grumble to yourself as you think. You're rustling, and you can't tell where it came from. But you are curious. There was always little bunnies around here, something you adored, admittedly. Always one of your guilty loves about this park. It had many birds, squirrels, and cute little bunnies, even a little stray kitty. A type of, calico, you thought. She was tabby, though, you could tell. She was this extremely fluffy cat, and you honestly loved hanging out with her. She had very nice red eyes as well. And interestingly enough, her paw pads glue like a violet, a light purple, and you never understood it. Maybe she was a result of some experiment. The rustling gets louder as you start to walk closer to a wall's edge that is filled with grass around it. You couldn't quite figure out why, but you felt like you should go check it out. It could be your little friend, who you have nicknamed Sweetheart. You walk over, but you jump back as you realize it was not your kitty. It was someone else. Hello there, a voice called out to you. What are you doing here at such late hours? You stop for a second to take in the sight of a werecat. Not a common race found around, but definitely not a sight you see every day. You mumble. Who in the world are you? I should be asking you the same question, she said lowly, as she eyed you. What's your name? YN. YNNL, you said, with a gritting, almost teeth tone. And who are you? You said, in an over-exaggerated voice, almost a mocking tone to it. I am someone you really shouldn't be crossing paths with. But for now, you can call me Sweetheart. At least that's what I go by. Sweetheart? You laugh to yourself. Alright. So, what you doing here? I came to clear my mind. You? Yeah, I came to clear mine as well. My parents are being stupid. Oh? She turned her head, flicking her ears. Please do elaborate. Maybe I can help if you feel comfortable with it. You scoffed and sat down across from her. There's this stupid villain running around. She's been causing some issues and everything. I'm sure you've heard of her. She hummed. My parents, they won't even allow me to hang out with my friends anymore. They know that the villain's female, but other than that, they know nothing. My parents are even starting to get suspicious of my gal friends. I'm sorry to hear, she said, closing her eyes. It's alright. It's not like it's you causing the issue. You laughed. She hummed at this in response. But they're being so stupid. I snuck out. I had to sneak out, you said, throwing your hands up in the air. I can't believe this. She laughed, almost mockingly. My dear, you shouldn't really be running out this late, especially not with some dumb villain running around. You laughed at this. Oh, I ain't scared of no dumb villain. What is she gonna do? Kill me? I'm sure I could win a one-on-one fight. She responded. Oh, well, my dear. You want to put those fighting skills to the test? You looked at her for a second, puzzled, before realizing something. She wore a heart locket that had a cross-type pattern on it. You realize you are in trouble, for that was one of the telltale signs when it came to the villain. You mumbled. No, I'm good. You chuckled to yourself. You didn't know what to say, so you were just almost about nothing, which she firmly laughed at. How cute, she mumbled. What happened to all that confidence, She mocked, just waiting for your response. She grimaced at you, almost sweetly, as you watched her. I'm not gonna hurt you, love. You're not worth it. Personally, I don't prefer Easy Bright either. It's less fun, she said enthusiastic. Okay. You barely managed to blurt out. So, I would suggest sitting down talking to your parents. Or would you like me to stop the killing for a little while to help you? I'm sure we can work out something. You eyed her suspiciously. What's the catch? You mumbled, raising a brow towards the she-cat. Whatever do you mean? She smiled. I mean, you clearly want something in return. What is it? Well, she paused, a long silence following in between. I want meal exchange. When it's storming as well, I would like something, a roof over my head of sorts, she had said, waving her paw around. It gets pretty cold out. I don't want to spend another day in the nook of a tree or something. You thought for a moment. Food and shelter for your freedom. You thought about this for a little bit, watching her clearly watching you for your answer. Alright, you take the deal. As long as I keep you fed and you have a roof over your head, You gestured with your hands. Let me have my teenage years. You slightly laughed at your own words. Of course, my dear. I will happily. By the way, have you seen that kitty around here? You ask, turning your head. Oh, yes, I have, actually. Really? You said with happiness. She kind of looks similar to you, actually. Whatever do you mean by that? She said, turning her head almost playfully. Well, I call her Sweetheart, funny enough. She's like this really, really fluffy, like striped, reddish type of, like almost calico, you said, gesturing around. She had these cute little black tufts around her, and she had this heart on her tail, and these glowing paws. You started to say slowly, as you examined her more, and read. Are you Sweetheart? You said, widening your eyes. She laughed. Oh, honey bunch. About time you noticed. Yes, I am literally your cat. You've been taking care of a werecat for a while now. You laughed at this. Of course I was. Your conversation was interrupted by a loud thunder in the background, as it was clearly gonna start storming. You sighed. Well, guess you'll be following me back, huh? Seems like it. She closed her eyes as she spoke. I don't know how I'm gonna get you into the house. You rubbed the back of your neck. Don't worry, love. I'll just transform into a cat. It'll be easy to smuggle me. You laughed. Very well. You watched her turn into a cat, interested by how she transformed. Eventually, she was, indeed, your precious little kitty, but you had to resist petting her as you got up. You picked her up. A small purr came from her. You set her in your jacket or in your hoodie base and then proceeded to walk home. Your platforms clinking once again against the yellow brick road. As you began to walk home, as the sky began to cloud with stormy weather. This'll be interesting, you mumbled. That came from the she-cat herself. You're welcome. You laughed happily. You began to understand her cat language better than you did her human. You ended up laughing as everything faded to black. Until next time, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. It was fun to make. It's very botched for the most part, but let me know if you want a part 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye. And do remember, this was a fan-made character, the YN. So a lot of my followers on Reality made it. Alright, please like and sub. And sorry for any background noise from my cats. Bye-bye.